everybody, and welcome to another episode and the last episode live for the year. Welcome to Hear This Now. It has been an awesome year with awesome people, awesome hosts. Congratulate yourselves because you all did so well. We all worked hard throughout this year. Oh my gosh. So, we want to start off this episode with asking my colleagues, what was your favorite episode? What was that episode that you enjoyed talking about, enjoyed doing? Any, don't rush.
Well, I it's two that I really like, and that was Closer Than a Brother and 70 times 7. Those two I really, really loved doing those two actually. You all should go back and check it out, people. They were really good.
Yeah, those two are my favorites as well. I was going and say Closer Than a Brother, and I was going and say 70 times 7, but I love 70 times 7 so much. I have to go and rewatch it because I'm going through some things right now that, that I need to forgive people 70 times 7 for. But yeah, Isha and Aaron, your favorite episode?
Sean, I'm like this stick.
No, Shan already answered. It's you waiting on.
Oh well, I don't really have a favorite. Oh, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
I don't really have a favorite episode because I talk shit whole year. Whole year I
And
talk shit.
which one of the episodes you enjoy talking on
What
the
talking?
most?
What talk?
Tata.
I didn't say.
Anyhow, yeah, sure. What is what's your favorite
Um,
episode?
One of my favorite episodes was the friendship episode.
Yeah, that's Closer Than a Brother,
Closer
and
Than
yeah.
a Brother. Yeah.
Purity Culture was kind of good too, you know. Purity Culture.
Yeah, but I like Closer Than a Brother more.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Y'all should go and check out those episodes. Those episodes, I really enjoyed doing that. So tonight's episode is, and we have a burning question here. Do you think that love lasts? And we're not talking about love in terms of, parent, child, sibling, friend. Well, not even friendship, right? We're talking about romantic love. Do you think that romantic love lasts? So, Aaron, take it away.
Yeah, yeah. So the first question, right? Simple question. What you all think love comprise of? Like, what you think that is the components that make up love? All you hear me, right? Yeah. What you think is the components that make up love? What you had to do to show love, whatever the case may be, What do you think?
Well, when somebody asks me that question, right, I'm doing exactly what others do when they ask me that question. Let us turn our Bibles. Let us turn our Bibles to First Corinthians, chapter 13. Love. And I will be reading from the New King James Version. Ooh, from verse 4. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. That is my answer.
Yeah, Shad, you really get through because
Telling you.
he talking about you want to start with simple question and then pull out the big guns, and I
Well-
just say like,
I got
What?
the bigger gun and the Bible
I got the
and
big
the bazooka.
ammunition.
I just realized, all right, so what does love comprise of? And I got to give one basic answer, but I'm going to follow up with my basic answer of
Sure.
love is work, as far as I'm concerned. Right? Love is work, love is a action word. You can't just say, well, yeah, I love you, etc. etc. And it's just a sort of lip service. We have to see the evidence of your love. And to go off of Shan's whole Bible trail here, when God so loved the world, what did he do? He didn't just sit down and say, well, I love Ole and Ole have to know that. No,
He
God
gave.
so loved the world that he gave, right? He did something about his love. And what did he give? Well, we know the rest. John 3 is 3:16? Somewhere there. I'm not an evangelist, guys. Right? God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Right. Good. So love is an action word.
Okay, so Sean gave the Bible definition, so I will give the dictionary definition. Love is comprised of authentic and genuine feelings for another. It is a unique and passionate bond that connects you and someone else. Love consists of TLC, truthfulness, and loyalty, to name a few.
Dog, why all you gotta do me this, dog? All this big answer, all you give and I only have one pack of nonsense to talk. Then I ain't saying nothing. I agree with all. Next question.
But
Right?
that wasn't your question,
If
though.
I say anything, it's a disservice to everybody right here. I don't talk. Right? Next question.
But it's you who ask. She's anyhow, I asked and someone
Listen,
else said,
listen, listen,
yeah,
listen, listen. One come on the show tonight, right? She flipped she phone open like she had like it was waiting on the script there already. This one here went to Oxford University or some and she read she thing, right? Then you come and say your thing. Nah, I can't say why I had to say. Because I hush my mouth. People will laugh at me here tonight.
right?
I do.
So my question is, do you all believe in soulmates? You know, your other half, you're born, you have an ex half somewhere waiting for you somewhere.
Um,
Um,
I find that soulmate talk is is real bull. To be real honest with you, you have no one in the universe, and then when that one, if the one, I just saying if the one should dead or leave you, you ain't getting nobody else. They complete and utter rubbish to me, and I will never believe in that. But to the other panels,
I I don't think I believe in soulmates either. You know that just have this one special one just waiting on you, and you all are so connected already that your two souls come together all the time. At least that is what people just make it seem to be, and I don't know about that. I don't think I believe in soulmates.
You shall look like somebody
Well,
believe in soulmates.
what you say?
You
What you
look
say?
like you believe in soulmates.
This is a tricky question because I never really sat down and thought about it, but maybe it have somebody that I don't know, probably, but not one person. Maybe you can have more than one soulmates, but not. I'm not talking about like a romantic way. I mean like a real close friend, and then a real close partner. So and it don't have to. I don't think it's one specific person in the universe, but I feel like you can have more than one soulmate, I guess. But I don't mean it in like a romantic way. Like you're not gonna have like five soulmates. Cause now you're overdoing it. But you understand? Only understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It have this thing called twin flames and all these different things. I didn't dive into all of that, but it's along the same lines of the soulmate doctrine. So it have soulmates where we know you're born, and it have this one special person that's supposed to be knit to your soul, and then the twin flames, I think, is like what Aisha talking about, where it's not necessarily romantic, but you and somebody like they gel a lot. I think that's what twin flames are. As I say, I didn't get into the doctrine because it just seemed like new ageism and witchcraft to me. But yeah, I don't believe in soulmates either. How unromantic of us all. Not believe in soulmates at all. But I heard one person say in this marriage thing, they were like, soulmates are not found, they are made. So you marry somebody and then that person becomes your soulmate. I guess he was just trying to find a romantic way to say the whole two shall become one thing now. But yeah, that's how I just think about it.
All right, okay. Yeah, not on that too much. But I have a question now. So I know some people, some females, right, who always running back. They like real man. Let me just say they like plenty, right? But the only men that they're going after is the same type of man in a different body. Probably different ages, but it's the same type right after the other, right? I want to know, like, why do we think that females actually do that? Like, did you not learn from the first time you were this type of person? Did you not see the traits in this next one? Why would you continue running back to the same type of person? That's my question.
I think women just like toxicity, to be real honest with you. I think women like toxicity. That is why, Lifetime Movie Network is such a big thing. I will lie, I used to love watching my little Lifetime Movie Network. Yeah, I would
Some of
not
them.
lie to you. Like, Element and thing was big. But anyhow, but yeah, most women like toxicity. So, and then too, I think is the original person who they were with, that was their type, but he was just missing little aspects now. So I will done with you, and I will still go with my type and hope that my type has the aspects that I was looking for in you each time.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I.
Well, I feel like childhood trauma can play a role in the type of person a female will go after. Like certain things that you will see your parents doing and going through, toxic things. When you get older, you going behind the same thing. So you never get counseling and stuff. Like I know people who I can't say it on the YouTube, but like their mom was like physically assaulted and stuff, and that's the same kind of guy they're going behind now because they never actually got counseling. That's all they know. And I feel like they need a wise person around them to counsel them. That's why a lot of people out here need therapy. This is something that you need to go by the therapist for. And when you deal with one person, they mess you up bad, and you don't go to therapy, anything bound to happen with you after that.
Okay.
And also young people not coming to church. Like they're not trying to get they're not trying to get any answers in the Bible. They're not trying to get spiritual guidance. They're not doing these things. They're just going about life like, it's whatever happened to me happened. So that's why they will go back to the person, kind of same kind of person like before. That's all they know.
So true. Aaron, you have an answer for me? Aaron like his stick? Oh.
I don't really want me to answer this question.
Yes, answer it, man.
Is there anybody in the comment section on YouTube there?
Yes.
But I'm gonna catch real heat for what I go and say it.
Say it.
I partly believe is what Jade say and what Aisha say. All ever hear the phrase "nice guys finish last."
Yeah, I didn't
I
know what I
strictly,
mean.
I strictly believe. Well, it means that women typically go for the bad boys, and it's the bad boys that get most of the play and that kind of thing. That to me just explain it all to me right there. Because if you want a man to beat you and lash you or whatever the case may be, and gunman in your hole you like that, um, you had to be real toxic, right? That on one side. On the other side, this is where I blame fathers. If fathers show, this is why I believe, by the way, if fathers show the young daughters, well, if they treat the mother and basically show the daughters, hey, here's the scene, this is how you're supposed to be treated, I believe that it will have less of this kind of toxicity flowing around. But that's just me. And I trust me, I dumb it down from what I was going on saying in the beginning.
But continue to the other question.
So sorry, I make a mistake and close up my stuff. Um, yeah, this one. Can a marriage where couples who sleep separately be in love? Meaning that if a husband and wife sleeping in a different room, if that is really true love now, if they don't have any intimate time, they just basically in the house, they're like roommates, but just with a ring on their finger.
Oh, nope. Nope, 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 nope. From personal experience, that is a big fat no. No.
Wait
If
now, wait now,
you
wait now, wait now, wait now. You and your husband sleeping separately?
whoop,
We wish
whoop,
you all
whoop,
personal experience.
whoop.
Why you there? You outing yourself on the hotline and you people
I
going on with you?
witnessed it personally. Let me say that. I witnessed it personally.
Well, say that. You have people
Well,
getting the wrong
okay,
idea here.
sorry. I witnessed it personally that no, that cannot happen. If you know that you are in love with somebody, in no way you want to sleep in a separate room from them. You cannot feel comfortable. You will not be happy. Ain't nothing right with that. Your whole mind will be like, something wrong, something wrong. You want to be next to the person all the time. You want to stick up under them. You want to smell their arm. You don't want to sleep in a different room from them. No, that is not no. My answer to that, no.
If they were sleeping in separate beds, right? If they were sleeping in separate rooms, separate beds, for whatever reason, I know people strange out here, then sure. But now you're saying no intimacy, no nothing. Wait, just now clarify on intimacy because you could have intimacy without sex, eh?
You see this? And you see this?
Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Anyhow, right. So yeah, no, I shan't say I witnessed that firsthand too, and you could love somebody and want to sit next to them. I want to smell your morning breath. I want to hear you snoring. I want your heavy arm to rest on me. I want all of that. You can sleep in both separate beds. Both.
Is you agree with your amigo?
Earlier, Aaron, you just asked three different questions.
I didn't ask you different question.
They in separate bed, or they in separate room, or they not sexy. Which one?
Hey, listen, either way you take it, they're not doing nothing and they're sleeping separately, right?
If they're not doing nothing in that way,
How so?
they're not loving
Tell the
that.
people. Tell the people of the world.
If they're not jamming, they're not loving that. If
I
they're in
agree with
separate
you, Chef.
rooms, if they're in separate rooms, that kind of weird too. But if they're sleeping in separate beds in the same room, I just ain't thinking with that. Because some people just don't like to share bed. I don't like to share
True.
bed. I hate to share bed. If I could get my bed and the person have their own bed but with the same room, that's fine with me. I can get my whole space by myself. But that don't mean that we're not in love. We could be in love, we sitting in separate bed, but not the separate room. That way as well.
Before we continue, let me just address these comments here. So Susan Ippolit said, love equals sacrifice. So she answered in Aaron's first question and she said, where have all the good men gone? And where are all the guns? I guess that I saw the melody this back, I remember. I need a hero. Not a bad boy, eh, Aaron? Mom, Susan Ippolit, you missing out.
Mom's really want me. Mom's yeah, what I telling you? Eh? Let me watch more. Let me watch more.
Bad boy is life. What? I feel it's because her first name is Pastor. Now I can't know, but we know
Listen,
that bad boy is life. What does she
listen.
want?
All I know, if you have to be a hero, sometimes you have to do bad boy stuff, right? I know you're laughing. I being serious.
I
If
know
you
you're being
if
serious.
if you want a man who's a hero, then he had to do bad boy stuff sometime. He had to be a little bit of each. I mean, a docile man ain't nothing. So you go watch a somebody a crew of men go come up to you. You understand me? And then your man go be like, no, let's pray for these hooligans. No,
Yes. So yeah,
no,
to be
no.
Batman.
I don't I don't care what you say, son. Who?
So your man had to be Batman.
Basically.
I ain't saying he had to be Batman. I saying that he could be able to hold his own whenever a certain time reach.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but fighting is not bad boy. Like
That is self
fighting to
defense. That
defend.
upon that, yeah, that is self defense in that situation. That is not considered.
Well,
You're
clearly,
just.
all I never see a good bloody fight in all their life yet.
No, but it's
But
still
wasn't it self
self
defense?
defense.
Yeah, but it's still bad boy thing you had to do. You know how much thing you had to go through in your mind to know that hey, you going and damage this next person here.
Alright. Right, so on to the next. Is
Hmm?
it true, guys, that once you have loved somebody before, that you will continue to love them no matter what?
Anybody
Negative.
go?
Dude.
Negative. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm. Mm.
So,
Mm.
so Shad, go back in your mind to your first true love,
Mm.
and you would
Mm.
not love them.
Mm. Mm. No, ma'am.
Shad, they say
No,
you
ma'am.
never
Let me
forget
hear
your
that.
first love, Shad.
This lady. No. You want
Shanava icebox where she heart used to be.
The answer to that is no. If somebody could, if it have people out there who think the first love they will always love them, I really happy for you. I am not one of those persons. I'm sorry. Once that
Yeah,
is
I'm
done,
sure.
pack your things.
Hit the road,
Thank
Jack.
God I found a good and goodbye. To the left, to the left. What's up? I'm gone.
Only have you weak here tonight. Hey, you
Okay?
see? You
Yeah,
see,
but then they
audience?
say love never dies.
Thank you.
True love never dies. So it was real then. No.
So Isha, you go back to
Obviously.
your first love.
Obviously it wasn't real.
That's all right.
Wow, I
That's all.
listen
Isha,
to
you
you
go
this
back to your
right
first
now.
love.
Huh?
Let's see how quiet she get. Let's see how quiet she get, right?
I didn't hear no question.
Hypocrisy. You go back to your first love.
If I would go back to my first love,
Yeah.
womp
Hypocrisy.
womp womp.
Good Lord.
Hypocrisy.
And so it wasn't true then.
It might have been true on my end. Food for
A
thought.
little you just have to
Girl.
try it then.
Mm-mm.
Nah, boy, that dead. What about you, Jane?
Alright. You will hear all you're asking because it's only one
If,
love I
if
ever
no,
had.
wait. If you and Aaron was to break up, God forbid, you go love him next 20 years.
But of course,
I
You see,
glad
so true
me and
love
no
never
part in
dies.
me.
It was a real
Me and
chance.
no part in me.
But you see,
I
we
run
can't
far
participate
away.
in this question because we never loved before.
I obviously did not have true love before because me ain't going back.
I know I just talking. You see, I talking from a naive place, you know, like catching that. I talking from a naive place. If this is it, I okay. Ole obviously know it's only one love I ever had in my life, and he and the panel, right? So I
Mhm.
can't. If me and he done, I don't know. I mean, I will find somebody else to love them. But you see how they just say you will never forget your first love, etc., etc., etc. I don't know if I will forget him. I don't have that experience, you know.
But that's not the question you asked. You
What you
asked
mean forget?
if you will always love them, not if you will forget it. That
Well,
you see?
according
You
to me,
see?
I tired of myself.
Yes.
I just do that to people they paying attention.
Nice.
According to Susan Ability, it depends on what kind of love. Agape, for sure. Eros, no eh.
No.
I true, you can get my Eros love if I not with you.
Hmm.
What kind
I
of
don't even
love?
know Eros.
Oh, I thought I heard something.
Eros.
Even if the whole agape thing, I find Susan Nicholas still nice. According to what you do. Both.
Hmm.
That wall building so high. Both
Correct.
clear.
I better, you know. I real better. I'm going back now. I hate you for life.
Gosh. You see?
No, wait, but okay, let's forget going back with them. But what about if you will love them no matter what?
No matter what you shall know.
Still, no.
Yeah, I can't
I, I,
fathom that.
I sorry, but me built like that, right?
Hmm.
That is some kind of Jesus and he father kind of love. I don't have that in me.
I
I mean,
I
agree.
honestly,
hate this one, you
No, I
Hmm.
agree. I can't see. Like, we mean you would always let. My name is not with Houston. I don't understand what that means. Yeah, sure.
know?
Anyhow, okay. Well, I have a question then, right? So on that same line, how would we know that the love is true love, like it's real love and it's not just like lust or infatuation? How would we know?
I can't answer that.
Yeah. I
Well,
know tell all you something I can't answer.
I can't answer that.
because obviously from the question before, I really didn't have that because that is right. So how would I know if it's lust or infatuation? And how would I know?
Okay, I want to know if Aaron answering first before, because he looked like he have something to say.
I always have something to say.
Well, you
Let's see.
answer first, and hopefully you ain't take my answer.
Right, right. True love is when you feel like strangling them, but instead of strangling them, you fix them some tea.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah, dog, for real.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm,
Not me, I strangle them.
mm, mm.
Please comment. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
okay. The Miss Christina show. What I'll do, I'll ask God if that is my husband, and then I'll know if it's true love. But what if you don't answer me?
Well, you see something wrong because God will always have say, you ain't
No, no.
listening.
Oh, what if you give me the answer? I don't want to hear.
Well, then are you. Oh Lord.
Ooh,
You
But
gotta
yeah,
have this one.
well, you should say you gotta have discernment.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's true. I guess how you just know if it's real love, boy. You see when and I was hitting around the story the other day where
What's
all you know
so
I used
many
to like
miles?
all you know I used to like a certain type of man, a certain
Hmm.
shade, a certain color,
Mm-hmm.
a certain ethnicity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I show mommy I show mommy a picture here and that. And she was like, Jade, but he's not that ethnicity. I said, Mommy, I don't care. I said, Mommy, I don't care. And I will give up anything for this boy. Though.
What? What?
You pledge everything away?
I said,
What?
Mommy, I'm
Like
putting
a
this on.
gamble?
I exaggerated. But I said, Mommy, I putting this on everything. Hear what I saying here? I giving it all up. Though. Say, Mommy, I giving up all of it up.
Hmm.
Note to self, people on YouTube. If it was a man talking about a woman like this, you would have heard, oh,
Simp.
I said, yeah, what, mommy? She goes, Jerry, you sure thing. I said, Mommy, let me tell you something. I said,
Simp.
Mommy, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I sure you know. I
Mm-hmm.
give it.
Say,
Listen,
mommy, I put my hand on a block for this man.
but it's like you was in the conversation.
Oh, yay.
You see when
Oh.
you're ready. You see when you want to give it all away. That is when you know. You see when you're dotish. That is when you know. When
Mm-hmm.
you tell yourself, hey,
Mm-hmm.
there's a tear. I ain't want nothing else. No, I been serious. You see, when you tell yourself, yeah, what, they your turn, right? I don't want nothing else.
Yeah, taking notes. I'm
Note
taking
to self,
notes.
make sure you do this.
Being noticed is the number one. You gotta make sure you're noticed.
Uh-huh.
And that's when you know.
You need easy, right?
Wow.
Listen, somebody give these people a serious answer for me, please.
Please. Please.
Okay, well, how to know if it's not lost and infatuation? It's true. Well, take loss out of it. You can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Take loss
No,
out
for
of
real.
it. He's still treating you right and then you're not doing anything sexual with the person. You and him enjoying each other's company, and if he can't do that, well then you know there's a problem right there.
Yeah. And what shall say love is today, according to Corinthians 13, right? First Corinthians 13. Love is patient, kind, does not boast, etc., etc. So you have to put that person up against those scriptures, like judge their character against those scriptures and see if it's true love, and then put your character up against those scriptures and see if it's true love. Don't just run in head first and say, yeah, well, there's it for me because come on, how much people will lust after you and say this is it for me? According to Aaron, that's simping.
I got tell only what YouTuber tell me about 2 days ago. Right, a fella had his watch. He say, report a page, right? You go in and divide the page in half. You put good qualities and you put bad qualities. Or how we put it, qualities that just piss you off and make you wanna cuss them. Right? You're writing 10 good qualities and 10 bad qualities, right? If you can make the 10 good qualities, then you know you have somebody who is actually a good person. If you could make 10 bad qualities or cross 10 bad qualities, that person ain't right for you. But that
Yeah.
is not my idea. People, I ain't calling no other YouTuber name because I ain't getting paid. He done driving Porsche and thing already.
Yeah, but I hear about that thing what everyone talk about. I really heard somebody say that's the truth.
That was in
That
the Madea movie.
that is not what I see it, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch drag queen shows, so
Oh my. Oh my. Hmm.
Well, I have a juicy one here for you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about polyamory? Is polyamory a good solution to a failing relationship?
I go answer first instant answer first the last time. Well, I'm gonna be real honest with you. It have plenty people practicing polyamory and they know it, or they know it, but they just don't know what's the name of it. I'm gonna shed some. I'm gonna take an example. If you is a side man or a side chick, then you're practicing that. If you're married and you're going outside, and I'm talking about if I'm talking about separation. You ain't get divorced. If you're separated and you have a woman, then you're practicing that. But
True.
to help a failing relationship, I mean, if the relationship failing, if two all in really want to work on it, then I think in the end nothing I go save it. To be honest with you, bringing in our next person, I go do it because
But
it's either one out of two things going on happen. And I just think, people, if it's a woman, it's either your woman and she going and be chum chum, or you and she going and be chum chum.
yeah,
I like that comment. Poly polystids. Poly nonsense. Why no?
can't all police did we?
Polystids. Stids.
Get off and you come up with venom in your veins tonight,
Then she's
No,
serious with it.
that no. If your relationship is failing, you work on the relationship or you end the relationship. Bringing in somebody is not going to change it. It really isn't. You and the new person that you bring, your man going to become real good friends with that person, and you just gonna be like a background, and eventually they will leave you, most likely. Or if you was the one who wanted it, you want that girl or you want that man or whoever it go, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to change anything. It's actually going to probably make it worse because you all are definitely not going to be communicating anymore for sure. Because I'm getting to learn somebody else and they have something that you don't have, and I want to learn this person. So it's either you fix it together or you just end it. Then I want
Yeah, but remember, some people too, they in a relationship so long that it's like some people I can't understand it, right? But if I okay, let me try to be sensitive with this. How you could be embarrassed to end a long term boyfriend girlfriendship. Now I could understand if you're married and thing because it's a real stakes that is go into being married. But how you could be embarrassed to end a long term boyfriend girlfriendship. Just end it. I don't care if my family know you since whoever was 10 years old, right? I don't care. If I know the thing ain't working out, I'm not going and say, all right, let me bring a baby into the relationship to try to save it. Let me see if I could ask you to marry me so I could try to save it. Let me see if we could bring an extra person in so that I could try to save it. That don't make sense. You and I had to watch each other and be like, yeah, well, we in this thing since Hatchet was a hammer. It ain't working out. I feel it's best you and I go our separate ways. But then some people just want to hold on to it because that's all they know. Right? If you're with somebody 10, 12, 13, 14, 68 years, you go want to hold on to it because I spend majority of my life with you. And so I guess, but ain't nobody. Anywho, yeah. So polyamory Polyamory is for lame people as far as I'm concerned. You're lame. You're lame in many ways. You're lame in the communication aspect. You're lame in the enjoyment aspect because how you can have the same friend for X amount of time, right? Like Shan, you have one best friend, not so? Right. And up to this day, you not bothered it. So how you can have the same one best friend for 28 years without being bored, but you but you have this very intimate relationship with your significant other, and all of a sudden after 12, 13 years you're bored, so you want to bring somebody else in. That don't make much sense to me.
My question when it comes to that, right? You wouldn't get fed up on the next person after a point in time, too.
Exactly. Because they're lame. They're
No,
lame.
no, no. Let me be real, right? You're bringing that next person to save your relationship, right? Which, as you seen, if I could be real with all you, why not just be single and do it? If I was two, three, four, five woman, why I had to stake claim to one and just have the other three or four who is just they're just visiting whenever they visit, and my woman they allowing it to. Why not just be single and live free agent style?
Exactly.
I I I I mean it just don't make sense to me because but anyway so anybody else anything to add because I wanna ask my next question.
I just wanted to know if you think that is a good way to affair proof your relationship. This whole polyamory thing. Like some people believe men will cheat anyway, so it's best he cheat with somebody who I could enjoy as well. I know somebody who started a polyamorous relationship because the man was cheating on them. Like they invite the side chick to come and be a part of the trouble now.
Okay, but
Like a sister wife.
Mm-hmm.
my
Yeah.
question is, right, so she plan to do this every time?
Well, the man claims that he ain't go cheat again.
Until he cheat again, and then
Okay, so
she bring in the next one now. So a house of 4 and 5.
I guess.
Ah,
okay, so I just using I just using where's the word? Where's the word? A scenario here, right? If my woman cheat on me, I supposed to bring in the next man to share the room.
Basically,
well, yeah.
Hell to the no.
listen, low self-esteem will make a person do anything as far as I'm concerned. Yes, you want to hold on to something that has been dead since whoever knows how long. It dead. From the time, as far as I'm concerned, from the time you had to bring somebody else in, it means the relationship dead.
It
You
was
have no
buried.
relationship there.
It was buried already. You're just trying to resurrect something that was buried.
Yeah, it done in the grave already.
My thing is, leave people son, leave people daughter alone if you want to live that kind of life. Be single and say to the people and them, hey, here's the scene, right? All are we here single, right? But all are we here getting together for body warmth every once in a while and go about with business after a while. That's just my little thinking on the matter here. Because go for me now. Go for me, Krista. What
Yeah,
was
ask
that
your
thing?
next
I
question.
didn't catch that one.
The talk so good in making her want to call it.
Now go for me. Anyway, um, my question kind of banking off this question here. Can you be in romantic love with more than one person?
Well, I
No,
can't.
no. Something will always be left out from somebody. It's just not possible. I'm sorry if somebody think that it is possible, like them sister wives. He loves me and he loves her, and I get my time and she gets her time, and he loves us separately, but he loves us all. He has a favorite, trust. He have a favorite. And it may not be you. No, I don't see that as being something that's possible at all. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir. I was going to be a jack and play devil's advocate, but I said nah, go just leave it just. I don't really believe what I'm going to say.
Shan, do you have anything to add?
No, I just say my piece. No.
No, no, no. Questions,
But,
I mean.
my question is, do males and females see love the same way?
That's a good one.
Isha, you go first.
Um, no. I think that males love as providers and protectors and stuff. I think that females love as nurturers and caretakers and stuff. What about you?
I, I agree. I agree. I saw something on Instagram where the man was like, women shouldn't pay for dates at all. A woman should never pay for a date because then it will weaken the man as the provider, as it will weaken the man as the provider, right? That's what the man say. So women should never pay for dates. And this comment kind of troubled. I don't know why. Anyhow, yeah. And as Aisha said, men love in the provision way and women love in the nurturing way. He basically said that women are receivers and men are givers. And I know he talking about like the fact that during sex a woman had to receive and a man had to give, that kind of thing. You know, they just go deep into these theologies. So he said that, you know, a woman shouldn't pay for the first date. That's real masculine, feminine extremes, boy. Jeez.
But what if I was the one who asked him out? I still can't pay?
You see, you're operating in your masculine, Sean.
Oh, so I'm not supposed to ask him out at all. I'm not supposed to be the one who says, let us go on a date and I will pay. I can't do that at all.
No,
I'm using feminine energy when I do that.
exactly. And now you're beginning to love as a man loves. You cannot provide. How dare you?
But I not providing.
Yes, you're
That is not
providing
providing.
entertainment.
That is me saying, let me take care of you today. Let me do it today. It's one day.
Shadi will weaken the man.
I'm sorry. I can't deal. I can't deal with you.
You will weaken the man.
I can't
Oh,
deal
Dog,
with you.
dog, I wish this thing could allow it to pop, the WhatsApp stickers. I had a sticker for this exact thing Oliver just talking about it. Anyway, so this is my thing, eh? Um, as a man, and I'm just going off before I answer the question, what that fella yesterday, he talking real shit to me, to be real honest with you. I want to be treated nice too. Me saying that you had to go overboard and buy my PS5 and a new fridge and all this kind of thing, but oh god, if what is paying for something, I just watch that as nothing. You understand? I'm paying for somebody to die in that small thing. So if you wanna take it to that extreme, that he. Asia basically was going to answer what I was going to say, but what I will add to from my point of view, I find um to love a man easier than to love a woman. That just from my point of view.
You're hearing this heresy?
Please explain to me what I said was heresy.
Now I understand. understand that women are complicated creatures, eh? But loving a man could never be easier than loving a yeah, that's what I say. Loving a man easier than loving a woman.
Yes.
Loving a man could never be easier than loving a woman
How so?
because men are very complicated as well.
Okay, explain to me how men very complicated.
Because you're complicated. I don't know. Well, you see, I can't talk on this. I cannot talk on this. To be honest, I need to hush. But men could be very annoying at times, right? And sometimes the glad man attitudes that some men have, or some of them emotional, and I mean, nothing wrong with expressing your emotions, eh? To be very honest,
Some
nothing wrong
some
with
wrong
that.
with
But
expressing emotions all the time. You shouldn't be emotional, so
exactly,
blasted.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Some of them they're overly emotional, and then sometimes it's a case of they want to be treated like babies. Oh no, it's like this. It's like this. They will be like, "Yeah, don't take care of me. I can take care of myself." But then at the same time, you want to be a baby, and it's like, "How you doing that? You're just telling us to take care of you, and then now you're being a baby. So now you're confusing me. What do you want?"
Chanya, anything that?
Shan, you know men does act like babies sometimes.
Oh, you know I know that, darling.
Shan, you know.
Oh, you know I know that, darling. Now I can kind of understand what Aaron's saying, right? Because in my mind, what men want really is they want the respect in the home. They want to be honored. They want to know that my wife honors me. She knows that I will provide for her. She treats me like a king, basically. And kings just need pampering too. You know what I mean?
So
Yeah, they do.
they act like babies.
I'm not saying that. I just say kings need pampering also, right? So I think it actually kind of probably is easier to love the men because it's kind of simple what they want from you. Just treat me, just honor me, just treat me like a king. Know that I will provide for you. Don't harass me. Know that I'll provide for you. Know that I will just respect me and all those things. That is in my mind. Now, if some men right now the man, I'm just saying that that is what I think. So yes, I kind of agree with Aaron on that.
Just to clarify, when I say they acting like babies, I don't mean like you cry, you how to put this? Like in the annoying sense, I don't mean like that. It's just like okay, men adapt to routine so well that sometimes it could be complicated in that once you start something with a man, you have to continue it. You can't just be like, okay, but I was doing this before and I think I could drop off from doing this for a while. No. Because they get accustomed to routine so often that sometimes they get spoiled. But not spoiled in like a cry baby annoying way. I mean some of them, eh? Some of them. Some of them. Let me get real. But they're just accustomed to routine, which is a good thing too, eh? Because you need routine. I need some boring times in my life. I can do
And
with
for
the
us,
boring.
it's the same thing with us. If you start something with me, you better continue it. Because if anytime you stop, it's like you're used to. Why don't do it
Well,
anymore?
that is true. That is true. That is true.
So I can say my part now.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
First thing first, I will tell Sean, tell somebody married you quick, please, because you special.
Thank
I
you.
will say this. Jade, you just proved to me why it's easier to love a man than a woman. Routine. If I like something, do it. I ain't making it hard for you. You don't know what I like already. Why not continue to do it? Right? Simple.
I
Yeah.
mean, that is probably good men. It's
But we
easy
talk
to love
about
a
good
good
men
Well,
man.
now.
you see, now you're skewing it now because if you're adding in good men, then we gotta add in good women too, and bad women and bad men. Now you're skewing it. I was just talking about good men flat, as you went and said.
I thought you were talking about men in general.
Yeah, I didn't divide it whether good or bad. You went and divided whether good or bad.
Well, yeah, no. But I was talking about men in
I
general.
thought I thought that it was just understood that we're talking about people who deserve to be treated good.
Oh, no, I didn't understand that. I thought you were just talking about everybody. I thought you were just talking, so I
Right.
answered it that way.
I can't talk about everybody. I can't talk about everybody. Or you could talk about for every woman.
No.
Nope. No.
Well, see what I say?
I'm every
I was
woman.
thinking that same song. I was not
I am not every woman at all. I am me. Mm,
Next question.
mm.
right. Next question. Um, the honeymoon phase. Is it a real thing? Does it exist? Have you ever experienced the honeymoon phase?
Of course. And yes, it's real. At that point, everything is so lovely. Everything is so nice. You're making you laugh and enjoying it. I mean, yeah, it could do no wrong. Until after a while, it's like, you're not that funny. Not everything is a joke. You need to stop.
Everything is a
Right.
kiki kaka.
Everything is
That's
like
a
give
deep.
with you. But yeah, it exists and it is wear off. Sometimes faster than others, but it wears off, and then you get into the real things of, okay, I really want to settle down with this person now. Let's see what's happening here. This is not just ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, that pass. Let's see what's the real things here. Who are you really? Who am I really with you? Real
So
things.
in the honeymoon phase, right? They will have arguments and such, or the honeymoon phase is just no arguments thing. Because I just never understand that.
Yes, you could argue, but it's not going to be such a huge argument that you're Adan. Yeah, just little things will come up. Little things will come up because it's not really that serious yet as in a dumb to getting to know you really. It's
Ah,
just
okay.
what is your favorite color and where you like to eat? What movies you like to watch? Small things
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Yeah, Aaron.
I listening to Sean talk and I realize I do honeymoon phase all wrong.
No, that's why I'm saying too, because that's why I was questioning it. Because I have often asked myself, did I go through a honeymoon phase? And I don't know. I don't want to say yes, I don't want to say no. So that's why I asked Shan if people just argue in the honeymoon phase. Honeymoon phase means that you're literally seeing no flaws in the person.
I should have
Yeah.
said in the beginning that I was not talking from my own experience because I don't know about that. But um, from hearing others is like, you don't argue about anything, you know. You don't? Okay.
And they don't argue and thing.
We don't argue. He like this and I like it too. You sure he does? Okay.
Listen, if I could be real tall, yeah, after my first few relationships and certain experiences that I went through, it I don't want to say it don't have a honeymoon phase for me, but with me is like this, right? Yeah, in the beginning it have that, the ornamental feeling, the newness feeling to it, but I just still, if I see you do some shit, I will call it out. and I will say, hey, here's the scene, right? I ain't like what you do. And I mean, I don't want to say I come I combative or anything, but I like to feel like I'm being heard. You understand me? When I talk to you, I want to know that you're hearing me. So if you don't hear me, I'm going to make sure you hear me. And if you don't want to hear me, I'll just walk away from you. You understand what I'm saying? So uh, listen, I don't know how to answer this question, to be real honest with all you know, because I think I have been doing it all wrong. And yeah.
You see, it's something you said there that I could relate with. Where you see when you said your your experiences made you say, hey, let me look out for certain things. That is how I approached my latest relationships. So
Um, I just saying it. Don't misjudge what I'm saying. I ain't think that everybody is the same. I just saying that if I see something I don't like, I will call it out.
no, well, that's the thing too. Like, if you come out of a bad relationship and you tell yourself you don't want to get into that again, then when you're in this new relationship, you will look for signs. Like, you can just go in with rose-colored glasses and be like, well, I'm sure this one isn't like the next one, because I guess that is probably what honeymoon phase is, where you just jumping into things blindly and you ain't seeing nothing. As Aaron said, of course it had the feeling of newness of, oh my gosh, the little butterflies thing, whatever. But and then even I will get to that later. Yeah, the feeling of butterflies, etc. But even in the midst of the initial butterfly feelings, like I was still looking at you, because I tell myself I ain't out in these streets to waste my time. I ain't out here looking to, be played and such. And so therefore, let me use sense with what I'm doing. Let me use sense. I don't care if I know you since we born. I watching you. I know you as a friend since we born. I don't know you in a relationship, so I watching you and I watching you hard. And anything I find little shady, I cutting it out. Even in the first year of marriage, where people say that's supposed to be your honeymoon phase and you can't see nothing and blah 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 blah. If you had to set a good foundation for the rest of your life, you had to make sure that you tell your significant other to buck up one time from the time you in the first year of marriage and you see something you don't like, cut it out forthwithly, because it didn't have no changing in that. And certain things you'll only see when you start to live with the person anyway. So when you see those things and when you all start living together, you need to cut that out one time to set a good foundation. Anybody have anything to say before I continue? Because I have an excited with the sun moon phase thing.
Well, I was just thinking while I was talking about the experience of the persons who, now I would be, they come in and they say, oh, we like each other so much and you never make me feel like this and this is what I was looking for and what. And then time will just continue along and the conversation starts to change. He do so and so, so and so. And then, and he did, and he said, and he was, and I was like, but I was telling you from the beginning, use your brain. Don't just go on what you're feeling right now. What are your standards? What are you looking for in this person? Look at them from the beginning. Don't just say, oh, they're making me feel so good and we went out today and he make me smile and he paid for me no, that is not all it is. Because the conversation will change after a while and it usually always does. So you need to, like I say, use your experience from before and come and fix that from the top. Know what you
Yeah,
want. Don't just
yeah,
go in a relationship because you want a relationship. If you know you want more than that, go in there looking from the beginning. Go looking from the top. Don't just be doing it.
yeah. And which brings us to the ultimate question here, right? Does romantic love last? does romantic love last? Because we ask it, okay, we talk about the honeymoon phase, etc., etc. We talk about people who using polyamory as a fair proof spray and as a fixer upper for their bored relationships, right? But do you think that romantic love lasts? When okay, answer first and then I will say what I have to say.
My answer is it could.
My answer is I don't want to say yes or no. I'll say it can.
Yeah, that's what I say. Nine is not definite answer for me, but I saying it could.
All these factors that we spoke about, it differs. It differs. It depends.
Same. It can last. It can.
And from what you all okay, so do you think the initial exciting feelings that you get or that you got when you were first with this person, do you think that could go like carry you through the 10, 20, 86 years that you're with this person?
Yes,
Yes.
it can.
Yeah, it could. But it's up to you to have it too. And when I
Your
say you,
mic
I mean
off,
universal. Yeah, you know?
yeah.
It's up to you to have it. So, and when I say you, I mean the universal you. I mean both male and female. It's up to you to have it like that.
Yeah, I agree because you see, the reason why I didn't really want to subscribe to the whole, I mean, I know it's I who asked the question, but in general, the reason why I didn't want to subscribe to the whole honeymoon phase thing is because this is my point here. Why the honeymoon had to be a phase? So why are we normalizing the deterioration of love between two people? Because they'll start off, they'll say, oh, in the honeymoon phase, you want to smell the person fat for saying love, right? You're excited to see them every time. You want to always spend time with them. And for those of us who are accustomed hearing things about relationships, you will hear, yeah, well, that's just puppy love in the beginning, but wait until you reach 2 years together. Wait until five. Actually, no, five is too much. Wait until you reach 2 years. Wait until you reach 3 years. All that got done. He going and stop pay attention to you. You going and stop pay attention to him. You just going and get accustomed. He going and get accustomed. I mean, the reality is that you will I don't want to say accustomed because it have bad connotations with that word. This person will become normal to you. I look at you want to say it, right? Yeah, this person will become normal to you. But just because they are normal to you, that doesn't mean that you're not excited to see them or you just miss them when they go or something like that. Like, we together 8 years now, and I still just feel excited to see her. I mean, yeah, he's getting back every now and then, but I part of life, right? I still just get excited. We still have a friendship. We talk all the time. So, and I'm talking about like meaningful conversations, not just the occasional small talk. So that whole honeymoon phase thing and the normalizing of the loss of affection is just so wild. It's just so crazy to me. And as you all say, romantic love can last. It is just take work. It wouldn't just fall along in your lap. It would take work.
Yeah, well, when you go into the relationship, yes, it's going to have that initial lovey-doveyness, but all of that in it, once you work at it, and the two of you all know you're going towards a goal, and you continue working on the fact that I would like to always be around you, I would like to always be excited with you, when you work on that, then it could carry you through the whole thing, keep it in your brain too. You understand? So keep the work, keep your standards, keep you know what you're looking for in the first place, getting into the relationship, and then carry the initial thing from the beginning straight through. It can work. But not if you're not don't know what you're looking for and you just jump in just so. Know what you're going in the relationship for in the first place. And the two of you all sit down and work it out and then you'll be good.
Yeah. Aaron, you wanted to say something? I wanted to read what what Mrs. Garrett said here.
No, it's just when Ollie was talking, a question on pop in my head, and I just want to hear what a quick opinion is on it. But go ahead, read your thing.
No, ask it quick before you forget.
Nah, I ain't gonna forget. Trust me.
Romantic love does not imply only light-headed bubbles. Romance embraces the reality of each other and therefore the acceptance of another person as the sum total of all the good and bad that they are. Yeah, that is true. That is true because even all of this so strange, but even sometimes the bad in a person could be romantic. I must be weird, but even the bad in some people could be romantic. It had times where I see certain bad things in my spouse, and sometimes, I mean, obviously you don't know this because then you think I'm a crazy person. Sometimes I just walk away and smile, because I'm saying like, look at you. It's just so weird, but I can't explain it. It's just like, it's like a familiarity that you like. It's not like if you like arguing, of course not. But it's like just the thought of, you know what, I'm so grateful that I have somebody who I can get through this complicated time with. So I appreciate it regardless. And I appreciate you regardless. I'm not talking about like these I'm not talking about like big arguments and things because then it's not to smile about. But the little annoyances, you know? Ask a question here.
Yeah. Well, I think sex equals love.
Hell no.
No. Then
Listen,
all those who working on the streets in love with everybody they've ever been with then.
listen.
On the
I
street.
hear, I hear certain girls and fellas say, "Oh, when she rests the thing on him and he rests the thing on she, that it is fall in love, right?" So I just.
I was just
Okay.
saying, I just a saying.
I
I
lost.
I feel I know somebody who just think like that.
Oh my.
You know, real people tonight.
Yes, I know
Mm.
Ole, let me be honest with Ole. I believe sex important to keep the love going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
just me.
It's so short.
I
Short
have to
me.
think
It's
about
not
it
like she
further.
wasn't.
Now I
I have to
believe
ponder on it.
I believe sex really important.
I mean,
Yes,
sex
I agree.
important.
When you're married.
I'm not going to say sex important when you're married, but if I'm married to you, I don't owe you nothing. That's my thinking. If I am not married to you, I owe you not a thing. And if you can't find other ways to be intimate with me, then something wrong.
Hmm. Correct.
Yeah, but on a realistic note, right? This show is for people who is part of the church and who is not part of the church. So let me be real here. There are people who doing it and they're not married.
Yeah, we're not saying that. We acknowledge that. I
I'm not
just think it's
promoting it,
serious.
you know. I'm not promoting it, you know.
None of us remember it.
All I saying is, right, the reality is that if you're in a relationship and you believe that your relationship going to last, right, then jump on your partner.
No, don't get us wrong. I agree with everything you're saying, you know. And I'm not saying the whole sex and marriage thing from a Christian standpoint. I just saying in general, whether you're saved or you're not saved, sex in our marriage is very important.
Yeah, it is.
And whether I was saved or not saved, this is Jade. If I'm not married to you, I literally do not owe you anything. That's just my mindset.
Hmm.
I mean, everybody entitled to how they feel. Anyway, so anybody have the next question?
No.
No, I think that's it. So we can wrap up for tonight. For those of you all ready to wrap up?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, let's say where's we New Year resolution.
Oh yes, putting people on spot because I have money
Ah,
to make plenty money.
I second that.
I told that.
I want all the money.
So
Well,
none
In
for
addition,
us.
in addition to that, I want to read 5 books. I want to lose 15 pounds. That's my
okay.
resolution for next year.
I
Mind
would
you,
like to start back exercising.
hmm, you're so
Yeah,
ambitious.
I would like to start back now. I'm promising. It's a resolution that I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on it. Yeah.
Keisha, you are ready?
I want to start I want plenty savings.
Right.
I want
Oh yeah,
plenty more.
there's a next thing too, but I ain't gonna talk about that. I ain't want to put that out there so people could bad mind me.
My New Year's resolution is to live. I just want to live my life as without power. Until I
Live
understand what you
and
mean. Yeah, my New Year's resolution is to live and laugh. And to be very honest with you all, I just want to not care about anything. I just want to live carefree next year. I
you
know it kind
sure?
of impossible, eh?
You sure about that?
I want to live carefree. I
Okay.
don't, I don't have a New Year's resolution yet. I just pray about it on New Year's night and see what pops into my mind. Actually,
Uh,
no, I have, but it's too personal for YouTube. I don't know, like
uh,
YouTube. YouTube land don't need to know my business.
right, ma'am.
Anyhow, yes. So everyone who is listening, come back to your phones or your tablets or your laptops, wherever you're listening from. Like this video. Follow us on Facebook at Hear
Instagram.
This Na, Instagram at Hear dot
Dot-
this na, and guess what, guys? Guess what? We
What?
are on
We're on TikTok.
TikTok. Yes, we gave this TikTok thing a try again, and we are on TikTok. So go follow us on TikTok because it's a real thing on TikTok that all you don't see because the social media manager for Instagram not good at Instagram, but she better at TikTok. And
Hmm.
so therefore
Hmm.
you all follow us on TikTok. You will see exclusive updates on the Here Is Now crew. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Every single place on these social media streets. We are here this now. I want to thank you all so much for coming out to our last episode of this year. Oh my gosh, this year has been amazing. Thank you
Epic,
all so
y'all.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for your love, your support, your likes. Don't forget to like this video. I'm saying it again. Subscribe if you're not subscribing. And get caught up on all of our other episodes. We love you all. Write your goals, make it plain for the rest of, well, for 2023, so that whoever could read it could run with it. Make sure you're running with the right people with this vision. And
Oh, they want
peace.
to hear a joke before we go.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
Oh, they sure they ready for this joke?
You know what he
Yes.
does do. You know what he does do.
you can no, don't do that. We have to
No,
say
I'm not gonna
goodbye
do that, girl, on live.
Okay, what?
Let's just say bye.
Right. So a man was vacationing in Nepal, right? Well, I know where Nepal is. That's where the Himalayas is. That's for the
Yes.
donkey heads and who watching you over
Just
YouTube.
talk to
Krista, I
Joe.
need
Say the Joe.
to call her,
Explain it.
right? Right. So a man went to vacation in Nepal, right? So one of the places he visited was this monastery, right? And he meet a monk, right? So the monk now showing him how they live and showing them that hey, we basically learn to live a long life by doing kung fu and meditation and all this kind of thing. So while the man was in the monastery, he hear a loud roar right from behind an iron door. And the man was like, "But what is this going on here?" You understand me? Well, boy, that is one of the top secrets of this monastery. And in order to know that, you need to be a monk, right? So the man, he didn't tell you think nothing about it and he leave and he come back again next year. Boom, visiting the same monastery, speaking to the same monk, hear the loud roar again. Same iron though. So he was like, he get intrigued now. He say, here's the scene. I stay in here and I dedicating my life until I get accepted to find out what behind that door there. Right? So spend 25 years in the monastery now, right? And then when he finally achieve, I don't know, monkhood or whatever they just call it, right? He finally hear the roar again. So he wake him back up and he say, hey, since I's a monk now, I want to hear what's behind that door. So the monk now grab an iron key and he open up the iron door. And behind the iron door was a wooden door, right? Then he grab a wooden key and open up the wooden door. And behind the wooden door was a steel door, right? So he grab a steel key and he open up the steel door. And that is when, oh God, let me finish now. The doors done open already. That is when the secret was revealed in. And I only know what the secret was. Who could guess? Who could guess what the secret was?
Just tell me the secret joke done long.
I can't tell Ole because Ole is not monk.
Yeah, here is not
I never
family.
say it was funny, I just say if Ole wanna hear a joke.
Anyhow, yeah, we should have said no, we don't want to hear this joke. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Thank you all for watching. We love you all. Have a safe rest of this month and 2023.